Hello everyone, it's me, Recky, together with
Carol.
and it's high time to do the Q&A. And
Yes.
we've been looking forward for this.
Yeah.
And first of all, thank you so much for everyone that has been contributing with questions.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be super fun.
Yeah.
We haven't checked any of the questions to the extent of already know the answer to it.
No.
Yeah, we haven't done that.
No.
So it's going to be super fun to do this. And before we start, I want you to smack the like and, of course, hit that subscribe. We would greatly appreciate that for our channel. We say a big, massive thank you to all the channel members we have and all the Patreons we have. And, of course, that goes to the Supreme tier donators. And a massive thank you to the Supreme tier. I already said that. Ultimate.
Yeah, ultimate
Yeah.
supporters.
Ultimate.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting confused. I'm old. Anyway, thank you so much for the amazing support.
Yeah, thank you.
We do really appreciate that. And the first question that we have is from Jody LWK, and the question is, could you both please share some of your favorite places you have been to in Sweden? And you can go first.
Yeah, I have two.
2 spots, okay?
Yeah, one up to the north that is Säfsen.
Säfsen.
It's like a ski
A ski resort.
resort, but
Yeah.
we were there when I was 13. And we celebrated Christmas and New Year's Eve, and it was so beautiful. It was a lot of snow with a small cabin. We went out to the nature a lot. And
Did you ski?
yeah, not
Cross country.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not a
Downhill.
skipper. No,
No.
no. I tried it once and
I did that
scared.
once and I almost killed myself.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
an old
yeah,
lady
yeah.
when I did that. So that's not going to happen. Okay,
Yeah.
number 2.
And number 2 is it's my hometown,
Yeah.
but also Österlen.
Yeah.
It's like
We got for us. We live now in the southern part of Sweden, and Österlen or East Lean. That's a stupid translation. You gotta go a bit more southeast,
yeah,
especially south, and it's called the French Riviera of Sweden.
yeah,
And we have been there like once.
yeah. I think
Maybe
so.
once or twice.
That's
And if you go to Sweden, of course, there's 2 spots you need to go to. Unfortunately, I have to say Stockholm.
yeah, because they have
Because it's the
everything.
capital, and you got to go to Stockholm and the Old Town.
Yeah,
Because it's amazing. It's just amazing to be there. And Stockholm is a beautiful. And I'm from South Sweden. I don't really care about Stockholm in that sense. But if you want to go to Sweden, you got to go to Stockholm.
yeah.
And if you have the time and on the money for it, you got to go down.
Down,
southeast.
down.
In Scania, southeast.
yeah.
Definitely.
It's a you have it all in Österlen.
Yeah.
It's the ocean, and you have the hills, and you have the
Yeah.
old houses, and you
Yeah.
have. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
You get the hills with covered in grass,
Yeah. And
goes on for
stone.
miles, and behind that you have the ocean. So it's amazing.
And my hometown, I love that because
Yeah.
I like the water, and we
Yeah.
have my hometown is we have the biggest lake
Yeah,
in Sweden.
and that's actually one of my favorite spots too.
Yeah.
Because your hometown is close to the Sweden's biggest lake, Vänern, and for me, as I was raised, for us, it's about a half an hour to the ocean. Yeah, the Baltic Sea, and
At it was 5 minutes.
it's not even that.
No.
You can basically see it from the balcony
Yeah.
from where we lived. And I remember for the first time we were down, it was summertime, and we were swimming, and I see a corner of my eye, and I looked, and it was a big freight ship, and I thought to myself, what the hell are you doing? It's a lake. And that's where I understood the greatness of this big lake, and that's when I understood that this is it's called an inner sea, and it's just magnificent. And I'm really happy that we lived, and we might actually move back
Maybe.
Yeah, someday maybe.
Yeah.
Or United States. We haven't decided yet.
Yeah, but
My first priority in favorite places is at my grandma's house when I was a kid and when she was still alive, and there's because it was serenity, it was calm. I was young, and I was surrounded by cows and fields, and her backyard was huge. There was back then I wasn't allergic to cherries, and she had the biggest cherry tree, and there was a million of them, and she just said eat. And right next to it she had like a garden with berries, and there was an orchard, and there was
raspberries
and strawberries
and combined with
and the combination between the
apples, pears,
everything.
Yeah.
And I love being there, and I love being there alone because I can do my thing. I was addicted to ants back then, so I was always laying on the ground, and she had like a path going around the house, and on the path there was always a bunch of black ants, and I always helped them getting things ready. When I saw an ant carrying something big, and I decided, I'm gonna help you, little guy. He got super pissed off because he didn't understand I was helping him. And yeah, I love to do that. And she has passed, and that's a great sorrow in my life. She was a wonderful person, and I miss her dearly.
Me too.
Yeah, she was one of the best people I ever met.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue because I'm getting super emotional.
Yeah.
Next one. Thank you so much, Jody, for the amazing question. That was a really good question. We go forward and we take a look at Stella's, our amazing friend and moderator from Australia. And she is originally from Greece.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the work you do, Stella.
Yeah.
For Recky, what are your goals for your YouTube channel? And for Carol, what's your favorite thing to do on your free time? And for the both of us, what's the story of the cats? And we can talk about the cats for like 2 years here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep it short. But for me, for the YouTube channel, and it's no longer my YouTube channel, it's our YouTube channel. So I want to get that out there. And Carol is she's the producer. I'm just the face. And we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you and me, of course. But I'm not saying this a lot to you. Thank you for the support that you have given me and pushing me and coming up with suggestions to go where we are now. And when I started the YouTube channel, the plan was gaming. That was the plan. And I'm not a good gamer. Holy crap, I suck. And it turned out like, how will I stick out? How would I be noticed as a gamer if I compare myself to the other ones that is really good? So Carol come up with an idea, why don't you do reactions? And I said, no, nah, I'm not doing that. Well, I tried, and there was a slow start, and it all took like a giant leap, really quick. And I don't have a goal set. I want to have 1 million subscribers, so I want to have this and that, because I don't want to think that. I want to do my thing together with you and together with you guys, and we just have fun doing it. And what it end up in, I don't really care, as long as
the goal is, I think, as long as the YouTube channel points a bit up.
Yeah. And it's
the day it's going down, and everybody's leaving us.
And it was like, Recky, you're boring. We hate you. Please stop doing this.
To maybe have a goal again. I don't know, but
so far we're gonna take it as it is. You guys are amazing with the support.
The community is amazing. I have never seen it.
No, and it makes me super humble because I can see it on when I'm live, because there's always the same people coming in, and there's always a couple of new ones that realize, oh my God, I'm having the time of my life here. We have and
take care of each other very.
Yeah, and it's always a positive. Yeah. And I've been streaming on Twitch for many years before this, and there's always a few douche hats or ass hats that I had to ban because of the extreme profanity and the rudeness in the chat. But I only did, I think, once or twice I had to ban people, and mostly because of spam. And you guys make this fun.
Yeah.
And I want to point out that we're not making the big bucks.
No, but
I just want to point that out. We are not making the big bucks. That's something I really want to get out there, because we're not getting rich of this, and the support you guys give us through the support, through the cash, is making us able to actually build, getting better equipment to serve you guys better. That's the whole plan.
Yeah.
And setting up, my goal is to actually buy a house. So we're saving, and we want to have a studio, so we just can go down and click a button and record.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan.
And all of the things we are getting from you guys.
Look at that. That's the most humble fridge and freezer I've
Yeah,
ever
and
seen
this
in my
isn't
life.
everything.
Yeah.
We have so much. We have shot glasses, and we have
Cookbooks, and we got movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have so much. We want an entire room.
It's dedicated to you guys.
Yeah.
And the support.
Decorated with everything.
Yeah.
So we have goals.
Yeah.
And you are helping us.
Yeah.
And
that's small goals. It's small goals. It's not. We're not aiming. We're not aiming for the skies. Not aiming for the stars. We just want to. We want to stay humble, and we want to make it casual and just have fun.
Yeah, have fun.
Have fun doing it. That's the priority. And we talked about the thumbnails. We both see so many of this clickbait, misleading clickbait thumbnails, and I
don't like that.
And I can't do that. I can't do that. If I do, I think I've done a couple of them.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I have, and I feel so embarrassed because that is not me. That's not who I am.
As long as you have the content in your movie, then you can have it.
In a video,
but I know I clicked and watched the entire movie. I'm just video, and just where is the hype?
Yeah, and we don't.
I get so frustrated.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
No.
Okay, so Karen, what's your favorite things to do in your free time?
Yeah, I before I moved here, I loved go out and fishing.
Yeah.
Because we had the water everywhere, and
I am lake.
It's my hometown, and I grew up there, and it's a beautiful place outside the town, and I loved to just get on the dock and float fish. Yeah. And it was a beautiful place.
The most quiet place.
I made you come with me several times.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's all the hassle before.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so lazy. I am so lazy. But that was when I got there, and I remember when I first got there, you didn't want to take away the fish from the hook, and that was super frustrating because she always came to me with her hooked fish, and I had to take it off the hook. And I am a huge animal lover. I don't even kill flies. I don't like spiders, but I do not kill them. One day I maybe want to be a vegan because I love animals so much, and that's basically the hardest thing to me to do because I can see the fish getting hurt, and I hate that. I really hate that. And when we actually get a fish that we want to bring home, I am the one to have to kill it, and I hate every second of it. But it's a kind of double standard because I love animals, but I eat meat. So shut up, Recky.
Yeah.
Basically.
But and nowadays I game.
Yeah, you do a lot of gaming.
Yeah, and music. I mean, I'm a huge music lover.
Yeah.
I've listened to so much, and I love music.
And that
makes me feel really good.
And that's something we have in common when it comes to music. And when I do the live streams, you guys are always coming up with so many new songs, artists, and music styles. And I really love that. Yeah. Yesterday I did one, and I got hooked. Yeah. I can't remember his name, but it doesn't matter. But I got super hooked.
Yeah, me too. And I have listened to so much music, and I am a bit. I love most, but I'm a bit kräsen. Picky. Yeah. Picky. But these live streams always one that catch me.
Yeah, same here. I'm a bit more open-minded when it comes to music styles.
I'm open-minded, but we have
different.
Yeah, you are a lyrics guy, and I'm the
melody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the big question, the story of our cats.
Oh my lord.
And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I want a dog, so we compensate. We met in the middle and got 3 cats.
I'm a cat person.
yeah.
He's a dog person.
Yeah, but I had a cat when we met, and the story with our cats is that they are cats that we picked up from when they were kittens, without just the exception of one. If we start with the girl, Mua,
The oldest.
the oldest, she's 11 years old. She is from, where are you from?
Yeah, my
Up north. And basically we went out to a family and there was a bunch of kittens running around on the floor. And she was the other ones just ran away from you.
Yeah.
Except for her, Mua. She came up to you and just walked directly to you.
Yeah.
And that's how
That's
she
it.
got picked. She
And
Thank
was-
you, bye. And she's my cat now, and she hits me and hisses at me and bites me a lot, and we yell at each other. And
A special relationship.
we have a really special relationship, her and I.
And she's a special cat.
Yeah.
Actually.
She doesn't like to be told.
Nope.
No.
But that was a funny story too. But because when we got her,
Yeah.
she wasn't really busy.
Energetic. She has a lot of energy, and
And-
she was a bit of a rascal.
Yeah, and you work nights.
I work nights, so I
So
slept during the day.
and I tried to keep her calm and quiet.
Yeah.
And so she just didn't.
She's been told to not
Yeah.
do anything for like
Too much.
2 years.
And she just every time you say "men mua," she
Yeah. It's all about the tone of the voice.
Yeah.
If you use a downgrading voice to
Yeah.
her, she
She
will
just-
hiss at you. And if you do it one more time and your hand is closed, she'll hit you and bite
Yeah.
you. She doesn't like you when you do that, but
No.
she gives me a lot of love, and she's amazing.
And then we have always wanted 2 cats.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I want them to have each other when we are not home.
Yeah.
So we got.
That's you and I. That's you
Yeah,
and I.
yeah, just you-
we
us.
got we got Mua when we had the old
Yeah, Svea.
Yeah, her mom passed. Svea's
yeah.
mom passed, and we didn't want Svea to be alone, so we went and picked up Mua. And
when Svea got old, we got.
she got really sick.
Yeah,
And then we later got Malte.
Malte, yeah.
Malte is a male cat, and he is a typical douchebag male cat.
Not to me.
No, you don't see it, but I see it because he's exactly as
For
men.
me, he's
He's
the coziest
egocentric.
cat.
He's rude and he's obnoxious. He's a wonderful cat, but he's a male cat. And we went out to a family
Here
in my hometown,
yeah.
and that was not a good spot for
No,
for,
it was-
for the kittens. There was.
They just
I'm not going to
had-
go into detail
No.
because there's actually a real person out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And the funny story is that we, the person, we said we want this one, and
wanted
she
a
said
female.
that this is a female. We wanted a female,
Yeah.
so we said cool, and we went home, and with Malte but it wasn't
Alma.
Malte. We named her Alma,
Yeah.
and a couple of weeks later, she was on her back and playing, and I could see thingies downstairs that shouldn't be there. I said, why are the balls here? And that's when we realized that this is not female, and we changed it from Alma to Malte. And he's just a big cat.
Yeah.
He does his thing. He's a kind of a calm cat. He has been talking a lot lately, and he's a good cat.
Yeah.
Then we got the little princess.
That's
That's
making
her.
the sound.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
making
know
her
if you
now,
can hear it,
yeah.
but
She's a little princess, and she's a rescue.
yeah.
Maya. My mom called me and said that we have a big field out just close here. It's a huge field covered in bushes and trees, and it's a wonderful place to walk. And my mom said that she was out walking her dogs and she could hear a squeaky noise. And she was wondering if I want to tag along tomorrow. I said, yeah, I can tag along to see if we could locate the sound. We went there and we couldn't hear anything. We went for a walk. Then we went back for the area that my mom said that was a squeaky noise. And I told my mom, get your dogs in the car and let's see if we can hear it. As soon as she closed the door, I could hear it directly. It's not even a meow, it's a squeaky. And I went into the bush and I found a dead cat and she's been probably dead for quite some time. She was really stiff and bloated, and right next to it sat the smallest cat I ever seen in my entire life. And it's a big field, and as soon as I got closer, she started to back off and start running. So I yell at my mom, you gotta go on this side to block her off because it's a huge field, tall grass. If the cat managed to run in there, I would never find her again. My mom ran off, round, and the cat saw her and stopped. That's when I grabbed her. And she could she can lay down in the palm of my hand. And I realized that the plan was not for us to have three cats. And I realized that Carol was going to get super pissed off, not at the cat, at me for finding it.
And taking it home.
And taking it home.
We have a small apartment.
We have a small apartment.
Two.
Yeah, we already had 2 cats, and it's already too much.
Yeah.
But I decided to just ring the doorbell and knock on the door. And when I grabbed her, I was super scared that she's going to bite me and scratch me. But she was super calm. And she looked at me. With biggest freaking eyes. This is a cat no bigger than my fist, but her eyes were so big, and they still are.
Shrek.
She's the Shrek cat.
Yeah.
So I put her on my palm, and she sat down like this on my palm, right over here. And I knocked on the door, and Carol opened the door. She looked at me with the most pissed off eyes known to man, and she just grabbed the cat and told me to get the hell out of here and go to the grocery store and get some kitty milk and food. And that's the story, but
she got my heart in a second.
But there was issues.
It was issues because the male Malte, they were playing and it
was harsh.
Got rough. Yeah.
He was playing really hard.
Yeah, and she was so tiny, so we were so afraid that he would hurt her.
We got so overprotective.
We didn't sleep for months.
I just started my vacation from work, and I spent the night a week because Carol slept in the bedroom, and I was out here with the other cats. Carol had the little one, and it was just a mess. And we cried. Yeah. We cried. Then we decided that we're not going to keep her because we can't have this screaming and yelling every time they play. Yeah. And that's when you decided to put like an ad out on your Facebook wall saying that we have this, we can't keep it. And we cried and we cried. Then we got a message.
Yeah, you can take her.
And he said, we can take her. And that's when Carol got angry and said, yeah, get the hell out of here.
Nope, she's going to stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the story. And the funny thing is that she is the wall between Moa and Malte.
Malte, yeah.
Because they can't get along.
Yeah, they don't like each other. But
if she is in the middle, they get around. And they,
Yeah.
So we don't have kids, and they are our kids. They mean the world to us.
They mean everything.
Yeah.
And, they can do whatever. They only have one rule. Yeah. And that rule is that they cannot be on the table in the living room.
Yeah, we don't eat here.
We don't eat here.
No.
Yeah. We just record here, as you can see. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. That was Stella. Thank you so much for that, Stella. The next one is Wild Blue. Hello, Recky and Carol. I've been thinking about trying authentic Swedish food, drinks, and maybe snacks, candy for the first time. Which things would you recommend trying first, and/or which ones are your favorites? First of all, Sweden's cuisine is kind of not famous.
It's not revolutionary.
I saw a video of an individual that went to Sweden and tried. He was in Stockholm and he was in Gothenburg, and he said directly, "That's not a thing. There's not a typical food in Sweden. However, for us, homemade cooking. Mama's food, my dad's food, of course, too. A mama's food when I was a kid." Potatoes and pork chops and gravy and stuff like that. But we go to a restaurant. No, that's not.
It's funny because my mother is from the north and they eat so different from here. So I have like both. And it's pulsa. I don't know what that is in.
I don't know what it is.
Haven't you eaten it?
Yeah, I think you have to. What is it?
It's a Norrlandsrätt.
Yeah. What is it?
It's like
the
greeny. I can't explain
it's
it.
Like it's meat.
It's meat and some kind of wheat. It's corn. That's hard to explain, but that's kind of really Swedish, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is.
No.
I think that if we look on Scandinavia, I think Sweden, Denmark, and Norway are like basically the same thing. If I go to Norway and I go into a Norwegian family and eat, I'm 100% sure that they will eat the same thing as Swedes eat.
Yeah.
We don't have a cuisine like the Spain have, like the tacos and the tapas and stuff like that.
Swedish meatballs. That's our national...
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, that's what we are famous for, I think.
It is. And that's all thanks to IKEA, though, so it's not like it's our thing.
No, but, I mean, if...
And spaghetti, but the thing
Sweden
is...
Swedish meatballs.
Yeah. It's a really hard question because we do not have anything. If we go to the candy...
Yeah, it's the chocolate.
It's the chocolate. Yeah. And if you want to buy something off internet and order it to your home, you gotta try Marabou. Because that's the Swedish brand. I'm pretty sure it's Swedish. And of course we have Finland and we got the licorice. If you're a fan of licorice, Swedish or Finnish licorice is one of the best in the world. Yeah. I hate it a lot.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so different.
We are so different.
I'm the sweet tooth, she's the nasty tooth.
But it's hard. Drinks, I remember now, the drinks, lingonberry juice, tranbärs.
Yeah, I don't know tranbär in English.
I don't know either.
Cranberries.
But we have a lot of...
I don't know what that is.
Fresh juices.
Fresh, yeah.
We have, because I have seen Americans try Swedish thing, and they have sent cranberry.
It's actually cranberry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we have a lot of drinks that you can buy, and lingonberries is definitely something you have to try. Yeah. Because it's one of those things. It's not something you have on your pancakes. No. It's not a jam.
No.
It's something you have to meatballs. Yeah. And your gravy.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So when I say lingonberry jam, it's not a jam. You do not have it on your sandwich. You do not have it on like the thing you have jam on.
Sweet things. Yeah. No.
It's sweet, and I am addicted to it. My mom got super angry with me because I ate an entire bucket of it. Basically.
Yeah. But
It's a hard question because Swedes don't have a typical homemade food from mom.
Homemade food is really good, actually.
Yeah. So if you come here, we'll probably just cook you something.
Swedish.
We
did the lapkojs.
We did lapkojs, but that is that not exclusive content, honey?
Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah.
All right, let's continue. Thank you so much for that, Wild Blue. I hope that actually answers your question, hopefully. Yeah. And we got Kim Harding. How did you learn English? An elective or requirement in school? I chuckle because you know our slang, and that's a hard colloquialism. I don't know what that is. Probably expressions. Oh man, that's a
It's required. We start in 3rd grade, right?
I think you start in 2nd grade.
2nd grade.
Yeah. In 2nd grade, you're like 7, 8, and you continue to increase the amount of English you have in school. I work in the 3rd grade, and they're about 9, 10 years old, and they have English for about 60 minutes once a week, and another 20 once a week, so about 160 plus 20 minutes. And this is not something that has been going on for forever, because my dad and my mom, they didn't have that amount of English. They had it, but it wasn't in depth. No. Today it's super in depth. You can actually read to a university and focus on English. For me, I had major issues when I started a YouTube channel. Went over to reactions, and I started doing reactions to the United States. People calling me fake Swede, and I'm American living in Sweden. I use VPN to fake it, and the story is partially. I'm going to part one. I was addicted to the United States when I was younger. I was addicted to the national, the NFL, the NHL, Not so much in MLB. Me and my friend, we always talked English to each other, and we made fun of each other when we didn't have the right accent, the way I have now. And later, I got my first job. I was working as a butcher industrial, and the guy next to me, he was from America, and he was not speaking any Swedish at all, and he perfected. He perfected because I was speaking English every day for about 2 years, and he's the one that actually got me to learn the slang, learn the not so famous stuff you learn in the English class. And of course, today most of my friend I have online is from America, most of them. So this is, I know that you and I have a very different accent, and sometimes I can hear myself really talking this wide American, and I'm happy that you don't have that.
Yeah.
I'm happy you have the struggling Swedish English, because
but I studied after school, and I got top grades. But it's the spontaneous.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
No, you have to think about
I
it.
need to think every word I'm saying, and it's frustrated. But I'm getting better. I think.
I don't have to do that. For me,
No.
it's a natural thing. I can speak English from the top of my head. I can write in English directly.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to be grammatical wrong because it's not my primary. I'm pretty sure the grammatic wrong is actually in Swedish too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's basically how it all started for me.
Yeah, and the great movies you produce. I mean, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you have watched so many movies from that is because I like Swedish movies, but
I don't like Swedish movies at all.
I can.
But there's like, I'm just a fan of the country in so many ways, and for me, it started with the sports. I visit New York City, and I loved every second of it. I spent all my money to go there. I bought authentic baseball shirt or jersey. It cost me $120, and it's still hanging somewhere in the closet. I don't know why I bought it. I bought a Toronto Maple Leafs with Ty Domi shirt, and I just was addicted to it. And I really hope that you and I can go there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say they'll go to New York. Everyone else go to New York, but you have to go to New York at least once, because all the movies you see are basically from New York. And
but my dream is to celebrate Christmas in somewhere.
I think that's one of the questions.
Okay.
So
Yep.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So thank you so much for that, Kim. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah.
And we got Dana. Wow, I have so many questions. One of my interests is military and patriotism. So I'm wondering about what made you decide to join the military, what branch of the military, how long did you serve, what did you do while in the service, where did you go, anything else like to share? In Sweden, I did the conscription. Basically, when I was 18, I forced draft. I was drafted. I did 7.5 months as a kid in the artillery. I was shooting howitzers, and then I applied for a job in the Swedish Air Force, and I was a loadmaster. I worked along with the loadmasters. So basically, what I did was I was loading Hercules or C-130 planes with ammunition. I remember they were flying down to Africa with food, so I stacked the plane with food, and I had to balance the load. It's kind of that's what I did. I worked in the Swedish Air Force, and I was trained to go down to Afghanistan, but I decided not to. I think that was the best decision I ever made. I didn't want to go down there. But I got laid off because I have issues with my feet. I worked as a butcher for 2 years, and I was standing up with wooden clocks for 2 years, and I'm completely ruined. I cannot stand up now for like a half an hour before it's really painful. And I decided to join because I'm super interested in it. I love everything about the military. I'm against war, but I'm not going to into that because that's going to be a political discussion. I love everything military. I'm happy that we have one. I wish our was bigger. I wish our was stronger. If I was an American, I would serve my ass off.
The funny thing is that I have never been interested in the military. I haven't even thought about it until I met you, and we watched Band of Brothers together, and that just
blow your mind.
Yeah, and
I get when I watch military movies, I get really emotional because of the bond that they get to each other. My podcast, it's so hard to, I didn't do much time. I worked for about a year in the Air Force. So basically all I did, I was working on a military air base. I supported the pilots. I talked a lot of radio. I loaded the C-130s with everything they told me to. I flew a lot, basically more like a lot of training for the pilots that when actually flew down to Afghanistan, Iraq, and Iran, whatever it was. So I helped them out training. We did a lot of fake emergencies, like faking that someone got like loading up like wounded people. So we did a lot of training, but that was not for me. It was for the pilots.
Yeah.
And I wish I was still there, but evidently my feet I can't do it. It's something that is hard for me to talk to because I want to serve. Now I'm old, so I can't do it. But that's why I always think about America. If I was born in America, I would be a soldier, and I would probably never leave it. Yeah. And I'm getting emotional because of all the guys that served, and girls that come home and they are really sick with PTSD. Yeah. And that's why I did the podcast. If you haven't checked out the podcast, please do. I'm looking for more people to join. We talk about the time you serve. We talk about the experience that you have. And if you want to reach out to me, send me an email, reckhousgaming@gmail.com if you want to be a part of it. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah. Thanks so much for that, Dana.
Yeah.
Nancy Ankrum. This might seem odd, but I love Swiss Miss hot chocolate, and I was wondering if hot chocolate is popular over there in Sweden. With the popularity of the Swiss mountains, make me wonder if you ski. This is if you ski or really enjoy the channel and the interaction between the two of you. I love the cats, and with you all having 3 of them, makes me feel like you both must be nice people. We all know cats have a good instinct. All right, Swiss.
Yeah, we did a short video on that one.
Yeah, but if you listen to the question again, honey, with the popularity of the Swiss mountains, makes me wonder if either of you ski.
Oh, you mean okay. I mean, that's a common mistake.
That's a common mistake.
Many do.
We don't have any ski mountains. We have small ski mountains. Swiss is not Sweden.
It's Switzerland.
It's Switzerland.
Yeah.
And they have the Alps.
Yeah.
We do not have the Alps here. We got baby mountains compared to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So we do not ski. We don't have any slopes here. We got one slope,
yeah.
And they always panic because there's no snow.
No, so, they need to do some artificial snow.
Yeah, they have to spend a million bucks just to get fake snow here.
Yeah.
Swiss is not Sweden.
But something is popular here. It's the skidtävlingarna.
Yeah. Of course, winter sports is loved in Sweden.
Yeah.
Because we have good contestants on the female side. The male side, not so much anymore. Go girls.
Yeah.
But Swiss is Switzerland. Sweden is Swede. So we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
Mingisai Po, I have a question that requires no answer at this time. My favorite band these days is Shinedown. Could you both at any time in the next few weeks listen to an older song from them, such as The Sound of Madness or Diamond Eyes, a song like Through the Ghost or I'll Follow You, which are only a few years old, and finally anything from the Planet Zero album? At some later time in a live chat, I can tell me what to think of the different sounds and the bands as a whole. I love the entire PZ album, but my favorite tracks are Dysfunctional You and Sure Is Fun. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that. Sadie, thank you so much, Poe, for that one.
Yeah.
Sadie Kincaid, how many cats do you have, and how long have they been a part of your family?
Yeah, we haven't answered that.
We have answered that question. We have 3 maniacs. The next one is from Dobelina. Hi, do you two ever go exploring on nature? I remember you saying you don't prefer it, but do you sometimes? Do you ever go to the ocean? Do you feel you need to keep your content clean in case of your students or someone from school watches? Hell yeah. Do you have secret underground channel where things get crazy? Wait, if it's a secret, don't tell. What did you and Carol do in your spare time before you made your YouTube channel? Why did you create it? Do you guys have big families? Are they wreckers? What is the airspeed velocity of an unleaded swallow? Doubleina, you're so funny. It cracks me up. Oh my God. That's a 9-part question. We do not go into the nature.
I did before
Yeah.
go out and try to find edible mushrooms in the forest.
Yeah.
I loved that when I was a...
And that's a beautiful thing in Sweden.
Yeah,
There's
you
so
can
much
go out.
edibles out there in the
Yeah.
forest. We don't have lingonberries down here as much as they do up north.
No.
But we have so many edible berries, so many edible plants, so many edible mushrooms out there.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Ramslök
Yeah. Oh
is
my God.
something
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah. Now you have to Google that, honey.
No, we don't have to. It's a leaf. It's like a green, garlic and green leek.
Yeah. Put together.
Yeah, some kind of mix.
It's a very South Swedish.
Yeah,
plant.
it is, and you can just go out in the garden.
Yeah, my mom has
yeah.
on her backyard, front yard.
And it's awesome to do pesto on.
Yeah.
And you just have it, dry them out in the oven and then have it like that spice.
It's really delicious. It has is that the one that has a slight licorice taste to it?
No,
it's not that one.
No.
Which one is that?
That's celery, I think.
Celery, I mean. Yeah, let's not talk
never
about
mind.
that. Do we ever go to the ocean? We did a lot in the beginning when we moved back down here. Went to it it's like a half an hour away from here, but it's packed with people.
And it's just a hustle. It's
like, a lot. Yeah, we would go to the ocean. We have to be there on the beach for a few hours.
Yeah, we need food and stuff
food
with us
and drinks and it's just a hassle.
We stopped doing it after the pandemic.
Yeah, the pandemic, and we didn't do that at all.
But we go to small lakes.
Yeah, we do lakes. We do lakes. My mom has a pool.
Yeah.
So that's basically what we do.
Yeah.
I do keep my content not because I don't want to be I don't want to use profanity because it makes me look. I use a lot of profanity when I'm not on camera. Especially especially in Swedish. I'm a potty mouth in Swedish, and when I'm talking to my friends on Discord or video calls and like that, in English, I do use a lot of.
And when you
profanity.
play a certain game.
Yeah, when I play Rocket League, I'm a really potty mouth.
Yeah.
But of course, somewhere behind here, I know that there's 9 or 10 years old watching my content together with their parents.
Yeah.
And I want to keep it clean because I know they're watching.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get to work and I have a parent that I just learned the kid just learned a new profanity because of me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's basically that's it.
Yeah.
I do not have a secret underground channel. And
Or maybe.
yeah, I do not. Before we started the YouTube channel, our spare time was that we gamed a lot together.
Yeah, and I did the Twitch.
You did Twitch. I did Twitch. You did Twitch. We gamed a lot together, and we spent a lot of time together with our cats. So we don't have a set of.
We like to go out and try new food.
Yeah, we just started up this year. We started yet late previous year. And once a month we try a different restaurant. So it's either lunch or we go for dinner. Yeah, basically.
And my something I do a lot is cook.
Yeah, you cook a lot.
Yeah, and I like it.
Let's see here. Why did you create it? I kind of answered that already. Why would we created the channel? Yeah. Do you guys have big families? No.
Yeah, we have.
I don't have a big family. It was bigger when I was in contact with my cousins.
Yeah, but I mean.
I have a mom, dad, sister, and a brother, and my brother has kids. My sister has kids. You have mother and father. You have three sisters.
3 sisters, but I have a bunch of cousins. And we have a big family on our side, but we don't have so much contact with each other.
No, we do not.
We don't.
I have my family.
Yeah.
We had my grandma before she passed. No, we don't have. I think they mean with big families that there's a lot of people and we get together. But we don't have that. When my family get together, it's my family. My mom and dad, my brother and my sister and their kids.
My family isn't here.
No.
So I meet them maybe twice a year or something like that.
My mom is a wrecker.
Yeah.
The others, I don't think haven't seen. I think my brother commented verbally to me about one of my videos I did, but no, they're not wreckers. My mom is, of course. I do not know the airspeed velocity of an unleaded swallow. We need to Google that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dobelina.
Thank you.
All right, next question is from Ghost, new member. Recky, would you ever visit the States and go tornado chasing? Holy crap, that sounds so cool. I'm getting nervous just thinking about it. I would love to do that. We are, of course, we talk about it. We are slightly not even planning on it because we want to do so much when it comes to our life. We want to get a house. We want to have a little studio for YouTube channel and improve that all the time. We want to have a wall behind the camera with all the stuff you guys send. And of course, we want to visit the United States, but we do not have the money for it.
No, and it's so many places you want to see.
I'm
when
panicking.
You are.
It's a huge country.
Yeah.
I watched a documentary about Billy the Kid last night, and they took a car ride that lasted for 2 days. They drove for 2 days.
Yeah.
And those people, no, little girl, please, little baby. And they rode that with horses back in the days, and it took them 2 days to drive. It's insane. It's a big country. But tornado chasing, I would love doing that. I'm getting nervous just thinking about it.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. Thanks so much for that, Ghost. Let's go continue with Christine D. What other countries have you and Carol visited? Where else in the world would you like to live? I would love to live in the United States. I would love to do that. But it's a big project to do that.
Yeah.
We have visited Spain, Turkey, Egypt.
I have been in Italy.
Yeah.
Germany.
Denmark. Germany.
All of those places.
Yeah. Most of it is a charter, so it's not have like a social visit with big hotels with all inclusive and stuff like that. But Turkey is a wonderful country.
Italy. I mean, me and my mother went to Madrid, I think.
Madrid? That's Spain.
What do you call it then?
Rome.
No,
Italy.
that's something else. I can't remember.
Okay.
But we went in to buy a piece of pizza.
Yeah.
And it was the best pizza in the world.
The best pizza in the world. Of course it is. It's in Italy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Christine. We have been a couple of spots, but it's just basically charter trips,
Yeah.
to be honest. Deborah Schumann, do you have ghost experience that caused your interest in sassy ghost babies? Do you have any type of weather events in your area? We don't have any weather events in Sweden.
No.
We have a government-owned weather institution that says, watch out, it's going to be a storm tonight.
Yeah. And
Only thing happens is that your plastic furniture, they tipped over.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
All I want, it's going to be a snowstorm and you guys got to stay inside. If you don't have to go in your car, don't go to work.
Yeah.
And then there's like 2 flakes going down and everyone just laughs at them.
Yeah.
But they have to do that because, I don't know, we don't have any
weather can be...
Of course,
Yeah.
we don't have... Summer thunder is sometimes very aggressive.
Yeah.
But that's rare.
Yeah.
Especially when you live close to the ocean that we do.
Yeah.
That the thunderclouds, we're yelling out, please give us thunder because the humidity is killing us. It's so hot, we're about to die, and we scream for the thunder, and we get like a small fleck of a light, and that's it, and we just keep on sweating our asses off.
Yeah.
I do have a lot of ghost experience. My mom is very connected with that. Some of them has been really terrifying. When I was a kid, I told my mom that I had visit from my grandma's mother. I had freaking visitations from her. I can't remember them, but my mom told me that I always told my mom that I was talking to my great-grandmother, but she's been dead for many years. My mom's house is freaking me out when I'm alone there. Not when mom is there. I feel secure when she's there. I hate her basement because, there's something going on there. And I was giving out, when I get 50 patrons, I will try to do like a ghost video.
And I'm totally blocked. I don't believe it at all.
No, she has no experience whatsoever.
No.
And I have a bunch of it. Yeah. And a couple of them is really freaking me out. I'm not going into details because I'm going to sit here and talk about that for another hour. I do have a few experience of it. Thank you, Deborah, for that one.
Thank you.
And I think you have a few more, Deborah, later on, but we're going to keep on walking down the stairs. We have Tammy Beck. If you were able to come to the U.S., what is the first thing you would like to try? And this is the most insane question. It's just insane.
I mean, that's so hard to do.
I can't even.
It's so much.
I would love, like I said, I would love for you to see New York. Get a feeling of walking down the streets in New York. I would love to go to Minnesota. I would love to go to Nevada and Arizona for the deserts, just to see the vastness that is Nevada and Arizona's desert. I have a childhood friend. I think he lives in Arizona, if he hasn't moved. I want to go to Alaska. Yeah. And I would love to go to visit Washington, just because it's Washington D.C.
Yeah.
capital.
Yeah. I mean, it's so
I want to eat everything.
Yeah. Exactly. I want to try it.
So we cannot go there and be there for 2 weeks because it's going to be a panic state.
Yeah.
And we don't have the funds for it. So it's just a dream. It's a dream.
It's a dream.
Don, thank you so much for that, Tammy. Of course. Don, I don't really feel comfortable asking you either if you're my either of you any personal questions. Sorry, I'm just weird like that. However, I hope you and your loved ones are healthy and happy. Thank you, Don. Thank you. More from Deborah Schumann. I love this. Let's see. 1, why did you start a YouTube channel? We answered that.
Yeah.
How did you and Carol meet? We can do that. What's a dream car? And what's your dream vacation? If you could move to the U.S., what states and city would you live in? Oh my God.
Cute.
Little baby.
Okay.
Let's start with the first one. Why did you start a YouTube channel? We have discussed that already. And how did you and Cal meet? Oh my Lord. That was about almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was pre-Facebook. And this was a similar website called Lunar Storm.
Lunar Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moon Storm, basically.
Yeah.
Lunar Storm. And I can't remember. I think you wrote.
Yeah, I wrote out.
There was a shout section.
Yeah, a shout out.
There was a chat. Everyone could use that chat, and she wrote something there.
Yeah, I wrote that. My friend. I'm going to clean out my friend list. Yeah. And if you want to be on it, reply. Yeah. And he did. Yeah. Your name was Fallen 79 and I was Corallen.
Yeah. Corallen.
Coral, yeah.
I was Falling 79, and that's how we just started talking. Then we went over to
phone calls.
No, ICQ.
Yeah, we chat.
ICQ.
ICQ, yeah.
Yeah, that's how old we are using ICQ. Yeah. Then we went over. We couldn't text each other back then with our phones. No. Then we started talking on the phone. And I remember one Saturday we talked for 8 hours.
8 hours straight.
Then I just took the bus up to you. I didn't have a driver's license back then.
It took a couple of months before we.
Yeah, and I visited you a couple of times. Then I asked. We discussed if you want to move in together, and we talked about it for maybe a few months. And I think it was a year after that I actually moved up to you. I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And then we have lived in my hometown, and we moved here, and we moved back.
And then we moved down here again.
So, yeah.
All because of the employment.
That's basically we have followed the work.
We followed the work.
Yeah.
And there was more work down here than up there, so we decided to move back down here. So, yeah. That was almost 20 years ago.
So we met online.
Yeah, we did that. My dream car, I love Audi, but they're super expensive. I don't have a dream car. I'm not into cars in that sense, but I love Audi because they're stylish and they look freaking gorgeous. I had one.
I'm into old cars.
Yeah.
So
I would love a Dodge, maybe a Dodge Charger, maybe a muscle vehicle, but I don't have a favorite car. I don't. I'm more of a I don't think about motors in that sense. No. None of us do.
No.
Was a dream vacation? United States?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And Österrike.
Austria.
Because of the
Band of Brothers.
Yeah, the beautiful.
Selamsee is where,
Yeah, it's so beautiful there.
It's a weird combination between beautiful lakes and beautiful Austria.
Exactly.
If you could move to the U.S., which state or city would you live in? I don't know. I have no clue.
No.
What I'm thinking is that maybe we should start like easy and actually move to like a city that reminds us right slightly of Sweden,
something
Minnesota,
small.
I would love to I would love to live in the United States and in a town that has around 1,000 people.
Yeah, small.
Yeah. maybe have like
We're not big city people.
we're not big
at
city
all.
people. My hometown is getting huge and it's getting bigger and bigger. So we don't like that whatsoever. But we don't have in a set particular state
No.
or
No.
town or city for that matter.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Deborah.
Thank you.
Chris F. My questions are: how often do you listen to Skinner? Is there ever a wrong time for listening to Skinner? Do you think shadow people or ghost babies like Skinner? I should definitely listen to more Skinner. There's never a wrong time to listen to Skinner, and I am 100% sure that shadow people and ghost babies adore Skinner. Chris, that was probably the best question so far. Carla, Mackie, what do you and Carol do for a living? I am a student assistant. I help kids through school that have any kind of diagnosis such as autism and ADHD. I work between the ages of 6 up to 10 in a small school in a different municipality than we live in, and I'm getting good pay. I'm good at what I do.
Yeah, but you want to.
I want to quit.
Yeah.
I'm looking for another job, so if you hear anything in the United States, let me. I'm gonna get a green card directly and just move because I want a new job. I am educated. I am trained in logistics.
Yeah.
I drive like a forklifts and big cargo lifters, whatever it is. That's what I'm trained to do. I mean, of course, educated in the field I do now. So yeah. Carol, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm home. I don't know what it calls.
You're sick, honey.
Yeah, I'm but not sick. I have mental illness.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with the exhaustion.
Yeah.
Due to I have been working too hard.
Yeah, you had a crappy
life, and I have been an overachiever. I have been on a.
She went into the famous wall.
Yeah.
And she had a tough upbringing, and you have been home for a while.
4 years now.
4 years.
And I'm getting to.
Getting slightly back out of the
Yeah,
field.
I'm trying to get out there because I want to work. I need to work.
Yeah.
But
we rush slowly.
Yeah.
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 Mental illness.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to go deeper to your mental illness?
No, not now.
No.
Because I'm very open. So if anything you want to know, just ask. Because I'm not afraid of it. To talk about it is better.
Yeah, it is. It is. Thank you so much for that, Carla Mackey.
Yeah.
Next one is from Heather Perry. Hi, Heather. One, are most Swedes bilingual? Yes.
What is bilingual?
Tvåspråkig.
Okay. Yeah.
Or multiple languages.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that 99.9 of all the Swedes you meet can have a discussion in English with you.
Yeah.
In any shape or form.
Yeah.
And
not the oldest.
Not the oldest ones.
No.
When we're talking about my mom and dad are in their 70s and they could definitely have a conversation with you in English. But if you get past that age, it's gonna be kind of hard. But they can probably make themselves understandable. And I'm pretty sure that they know what you're talking about. Like we said in the beginning, you learn English really early in Sweden, and as older you get in school, the more English you actually learn.
Do they have, when you start 7th grade, do they have the tillval? I had German.
Yeah,
Do
they
they
do.
still have it? Okay.
No, they don't. They have English all the time.
Yeah, but you could go a
Yeah.
bit further.
Yeah, you
when
can have
seventh
an
grade.
extra.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you still have it, but English is something that you always.
Yeah. That's
from the first grade till you graduate, and when you go to college or university, that's the only time you don't have to pick English.
Yeah.
We're talking about 12 years.
But when I started the 7th
grade.
I had.
Extra.
I had a German language.
Yeah. I had
also so.
I had cooking. And
But so I think many can speak more and then just English. Actually,
I think most of people like 99% can speak English, and some can speak very crackling German. Maybe some crackling French.
It was French and German could you choose from.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So what's the price of eggs in Sweden right now? Well, everything is going up. I mean,
it's
$7.
so expensive now.
$7. Yeah, $7 for a 1 kilo of tomatoes.
Yeah, tomatoes and the salads. It's so I don't know
the
what's
inflation
going
is
on
kicking
now.
our asses.
Yeah.
If you could visit any city in the world, what would it be? Any city?
Oh, these are hard.
I would probably go to one of the extremely big one in Asia. The major big ones.
Okay.
But only for the food. Basically,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to United States again because that's just it's so far off from us. Such a different culture. We don't have that type of culture in Sweden. We can find the Asian culture here. We can find the Spanish Mexican culture here. Maybe not in that sense.
No.
What we cannot find is the American culture. It's never to be seen here. The patriotism, the culture differences, the vast land. That's basically it.
Generosity and the kindness. I mean.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, Carol, what's your profession? We went through that. Thank you so much for that, Heather.
Yeah.
Where do you hobbies love from cats come from? That's a question from Lily McNeil. I love animals. Like I said at the beginning, I do not kill spiders, not even flies. I will take care of them till I will kill for her. I ask her every morning, who shall I kill? Is there anyone who has been rude to you today? I will slay them with my bare hands. So the love for animals is just pure. I love them. I will kill her. I will kill for her.
Yeah, I have always had cats since I was born, and but I'm not that much of a. I have spider phobia.
Yeah, you have arachnophobia.
Yeah, extremely.
Yeah. I had that too, but she has a bigger fear than me. So I remember when there was a big spider in the bathroom, and I got the longest stick I could actually have and killed it. And when I have to kill it because they're terrifying, because we don't have big spiders here, but they're big for us. Yeah. The common big house spider can get really big, and when I have to kill them, I feel really bad. And
not me. Yeah. I'm sorry, but no.
No.
Get out of here.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
I love animals. That's basically.
Yeah, I do too.
She kills them.
Spiders
and wasps. Oh my God, it scared the
shit
out of me.
And the getingar, wasps.
But you have a fear for them too. Thank you so much for that, Lily. Artemis, when you go on vacations, do you usually travel around Sweden or do you go cross borders into neighboring countries? Let's start with that one. We do have.
When your parents had the caravan, the RV. We went
around Sweden. That was nice.
Yeah.
But when I have on vacation from work, unfortunately, we do not go anywhere.
No.
Maybe now we could.
Maybe now, we
could.
Because we haven't. That.
If we do, we'll take you along.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If you could go any place on Earth, where would it be? I think we covered that. Yeah. We want to go to the United States, of course. I spend my vacation here in my country. Canada is huge. I want to go to Canada too. Haven't seen half of it yet. In January, I head to Florida for a couple of weeks for sun and break up our winter here. And if I could go anywhere, it would be Ireland. Irish heritage.
Oh, yeah.
Find my roots. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so many places we want to see.
Now I want to go to Ireland too.
Yeah.
So. Ireland, my Ireland. Thank you so much for that, Artemis. Katie for life, new member. If you come to US, where do you want to go?
Yeah, it's the same there.
It's the same there. I mean, we don't know.
No.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
B squared. Yay, is there a specific time or event that sparkled your interest, love for the U.S.? It all started with the sports, NHL and NFL, mostly NHL. I love hockey.
For me, it's corny, but it's the Christmas movies. something.
It is. Yeah, it is.
I just fell in love with
Yeah, it is.
everything.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Military, of course, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thanks so much for that, B squared. Next one is Dream Maven. What's something about Sweden most non-Swedes don't know?
Yeah, but I think it is the
weather change.
Incredible
Yeah.
Season, because the midnight sun.
We got the midnight sun up there. It basically means that the sun never goes down up there.
No.
And there's no mountains here. It's spring way earlier than the rest of the north. I think most of the stereotypical views that Americans have of Sweden is that there is like super cold and winter and dark.
No,
but it's it's not. We do have darkness. Winter in Sweden is basically there's hardly any sun. But it's not mountainy down here. It's really flat. South Sweden is just fields upon fields.
Yeah.
And Scania, this place we live in, could be self-sufficient with everything. We do not import anything from the rest of Sweden, but the rest of the Sweden imports from us down here. And there was, it's definitely a stereotypical about Sweden that is really wrong. We don't have.
No, it's not like. But we have, like you said, like between 6 and 8 months of winter and darkness.
Yeah, we do have that, and it's dark, and there's a really lack of D vitamin.
Yeah, everyone is taking pills.
Taking pills, and as soon as the sun is out, everyone just stands and stares at it.
Yeah.
But we had snow down here, but it was extremely little this time. It was nothing.
No. And we have here the greens, the flowers started to come.
Yep.
And a friend in north, they have a bunch of snow.
Yeah, a bunch of snow.
So it's a very huge difference.
It's a big difference. I think that's something that most Americans don't know.
No.
There's a huge difference.
And the
Jantelagen?
No.
Oh, the allemansrätt.
Yeah, thank you.
All man's right is something that is limited to Sweden. I'm not sure if Norway or Finland has it, or Denmark. But in Sweden we have the all man's right. Basically mean that I can tent, camp on private property.
For one day.
For one night. For one night only. And of course there's a line between too close to the house. But if I go into the forest and there's a dude that owns this forest, I can still be there. I cannot go around and break things. I cannot go around and chop down trees and stuff like that. No. But I can be there. I can set up camp for one night. But of course I cannot be too close to anyone's home.
No.
And there's a thin line between it. And that all man's right. I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Dream Maven. Next one is Becca. I'd like to know how you met.
Yeah, and that we
did that.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Becca. Brian Jordan. Let's see here. What phrase do you what phrase that you would use on a weekly basis that would make absolutely no sense to someone from the U.S.? And then please explain the phrase meaning, context, and when it would be appropriate to use that phrase. Please, and love the content. Greetings from West Virginia, United States. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
We have the funny thing is that you and I are from different regions in Sweden. Yeah. I use a ton of slang. A ton. When I lived up there, I was hard to understand because I use a lot of slang from my region. And not only from my region in the region. So there's region in region, and there's dialect, and there's slang, and there's but there's different. Nothing that I could say that would be a phrase.
Just Swedish phrase.
I think that we use non-words. So when no could be nah, or hey, nah. I mean, there's a
It's
lot
like-
of words for one word. That's a
Yeah,
lot of words
exactly.
for one word.
Yeah.
So yes could be all.
It's more expressions. I mean,
Yeah.
it can be like, excuse me? Oh, excuse me. Also,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
yeah,
One word means a lot,
yeah, a bunch.
and we don't even have to say the word. It could be like I said. Yes could be yeah, but it could be all. I mean,
It's
it's really hard. We could
That's-
probably make an entire video just on that.
yeah.
But I'm gonna say this is no. There's not a typical phrase that we use.
No, I can't
No,
think of
but there's
something.
definitely if I talk to someone up north, they would probably not understand me
No.
if I use slang.
Yeah.
And you and I have our own language that is
We
connected to these cats that no one understands.
Nope.
Sometimes we don't understand it.
No.
But unfortunately, Brian,
Yeah, that was a tough one.
I could not say a phrase that would be
Use on a weekly basis, then no.
no, I don't believe there
can't,
is.
I can't.
Maybe if you think about it, probably was
Yeah, maybe.
pop up,
Yeah.
but not now, just straight right now. I couldn't do that. Thank you so much for that, Bryce.
Thank you.
Or Brian, sorry. Christy, I want to know if I can move in. Kidding. My question is, you have mentioned in previous videos about buying a home. Are you doing this in 2023? No.
No.
No, we don't have it. We don't have the funds
No,
for it.
no.
Because we need a down payment for a house.
Yeah, that's.
And we're not even halfway, and we're working our ass off to get there. But
maybe.
the support you guys have given us,
Yeah, it's helping us.
is pushing us so much closer to the end goal.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys
No.
with the support you guys give us. But that's the plan, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, next one is Henry Mann. Recky, my question is, how did you and Carol, lovely Miss Carol, meet? We've been through that
Yeah.
one.
Thank you for the question.
More from Deborah Schumann. I realized I have one more question. What are you allergic to other than tree nuts? It would be nice to know so I don't send you anything that could put you in the hospital. Yeah.
Apples.
For me, I'm allergic. Apples. It's a Swedish saying. It's a Schelmfucht.
Yeah, it's with the
Seed fruit.
No, I mean they're
Citrus fruits are all good. I cannot
Yeah.
eat. I have a slight allergic to fruit, and that's apples and pears and kiwi, and there's a couple of more. Nectarine. I don't know what that is in English.
plums.
I cannot eat plums either. But it's when it's a big.
Tjena!
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Seed.
Is it the
It's
seed?
one of the big seeds.
Big
big seed fruits. And
Yeah.
of course, I'm deadly allergic to hazelnut and all tree nuts in particular. I'm addicted to peanuts, but that's not a tree nut. So
No.
let's continue.
And I'm allergic to cats.
Yeah, we both are.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
Thank you so much for that, Deb.
yeah.
Thank you. Have you guys ever traveled in the U.S.? A question from the Mouse Files. I've been in New York. I have been standing outside the Twin Towers. I was kicked out from the Chrysler Building for the biggest security guard I ever seen in my entire life. He asked me, "What are you guys doing here?" We said, "We're going up." He said, "No, you don't," and we just walked out because he was huge. Next one is Joe and Michaela. How is America viewed in the eyes of the Swedish people, and how do you all view it prior to YouTube? The Swedish, unfortunately, I don't think the United States has a good view in most Swedish people's eyes. I think they see you guys as warmongers, Big Brother syndrome, and
But I think it's more
the gun. Yeah, but I think
the gun.
yeah, the gun policy, the gun laws.
And the healthcare system.
The healthcare
is,
system
for me,
is just appalling.
Strange.
But
But
what I can see, you and I can see, is the wonderful people that actually
Yeah.
live there.
yeah,
And besides from rotten eggs that we have in Sweden too, I think that we can see deeper. But I can see that you guys came the First World War, helped Europe. You guys came in the Second War to help us out. You went to Vietnam to kick the crap out of the communists because they were like floating into everything. You went to Korea. I mean, I know everything about your history. I know the slavery and the North versus the South. I know more about United States history than I know about Sweden's, and that's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is. But it's the patriotism.
It's a patriotism.
We don't have it here.
If we go back, Sweden was a warmongering country during the 1700s. And we haven't been in war for 500 years. So getting close to 600 years, to be honest. My view of the United States has always been positive.
Yeah, me too. For me too.
All right, let's go ahead. Thank you so much for that. Jo and Michaela, or Michaela. That's a nice name. Now, next one is Twana Joy Hildebrecht. What is the name of every cat in your kitty crew? We haven't been through that.
Moa, Malte, Meja.
Moa, Malte, Meja. Thank you so much for that, Twana. Okay, next one is Andy Irwin. Andy from Euless, Texas. Are you coming to America?
Maybe.
Yes, hopefully.
In 10 years, maybe.
Next one is Kimberly Gabaldon. Do you have a coffee maker in your home? Yes. We actually bought one that was really expensive. $200.
Yeah, because we...
Yeah, it makes the coffee super hot, which you like it, and it's actually more flavorful than the other ones.
Yeah. And we got so much coffee from you guys, so we wanted a better coffee maker.
Yeah, we want them to be equally good.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anything else here.
No, it's...
those you and I had the conversation and we actually answered that question. Okay, so we have Bruce Whitelaw. Do you have any plans to visit the United States? I suggest Chicago and the West Coast. Yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely. Next one is, the last one is Heather Perry. Also, what are your dream jobs? And if you have time to answer, the top 3 movies of all time. Thank you. Oh my Lord. Dream job, I would like to have a job that I don't hate going to.
No boss for him.
No boss.
He doesn't like bosses.
I don't like boss. I don't like authorities.
You need to be one yourself, so you don't have to.
That's why I need to work hard on a YouTube channel so I can be my own boss. But then again, I have another boss behind me here.
My dream job. Oh, sorry.
No, I don't have a dream job.
Okay, my dream job is to work as a programledare.
A host? Show host?
Host for a show.
Yeah.
When you travel all over the world and try food.
She All right.
That's my dream job.
Yeah, she wants to be on TV and goes around the world and eat.
Not much the TV thing, but I mean.
Radio, it's gonna be really hard for you to be at, honey.
But more realistic, my dream job is to work with people on their...
A coach.
Yeah, coach with the health and food and stuff.
Diets and
diets, yeah.
It's a life coach, basically.
Yeah, life coach to inspire and motivation.
Yeah, motivation.
Yeah.
Moderation. Hi.
Yeah.
This little baby cat is sleeping, and we say thank you so much for all the cool questions. We were a bit nervous. Who the hell cares? But it turns out that you do care. Yeah. And that makes us even more humble than we already are. I'm so humble about this. I hope you guys had fun.
And what do you want to know more?
Yeah.
I mean...
Fill out with more questions. If there's enough questions after this one, in this video, we can make another Q&A. Yeah. But we're going to wrap it up now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're going to do that. It's a long video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to smack the like and, of course, hit that subscribe. A big thank you to the channel members and the patrons. You know, guys, who you are. If you want to check out some merch, you know, you guys can see in the back here.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Check it out. The link will be available in the description. Don't forget, if you live in the United States, order one size up for a perfect fit. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Recky, and this is
Carol.
You.
Stay safe.
There you go.